We see this game between John Withers versus Elijah Williams, and it was played in 1844, long back. So let's see. White starts with e4, black plays e5, then white plays f4. This is the king's gambit, e cross f4, bishop c4, development of the bishop, and attacking on this f7. Okay, so normally, if you know, in the king's gambit, white is giving extra pawn. Okay, for maybe for a few moves, you can say. Afterwards, he can get it back. But even if he loses that pawn for free, what will he do afterwards? Now from here, you can see the pieces can go very fast. Okay, these pieces can come outside very easily. Like knight can go to f3. He can play d4. Then bishop can capture the bishop cross f4. Queen can come over here, queen f3 or queen h5, and then castle. The rook can come easily on the open file and attack on this side. So this is the main idea of king's gambit, giving a pawn over here on f4. But for that, he has a very good, you can say development advantage. You can develop your pieces fast and you can attack very nicely on f7 or on the king side, you can see. So let's see, after bishop c4, black has developed the queen and gave check to the white king. So queen h4 check. Okay, here there are some games where white can play g3 as well sometimes. But here now white played king f1. In this game, white played king f1. And then black played g5. Black has decided to get the attack, like more pawns. He's pushing these pawns with the queen. He has decided to save the pawn, number one, or if the knight will come to f3 afterward, he has planned to make attack with the pawn afterwards on that knight. So let's see what happened. Knight c3 and then bishop g7, d4, and then d6. So both are trying to control the center. The bishop is out. Bishop can come out. This bishop can also come out. Okay, and that's why they both have played these pawns. And here now, when you think that yes, my king is safe, what can you do? You can think about the opponent's king. You can try to attack on that. So how to do it? If his king is still in the center, you open the center. And he played e5 to open the center. Once you exchange the pawns in the center, you have good chance to attack on that king. So e5, d cross e5, again d cross e5. And white has got a very nice, open file. Here, black now should try to develop the pieces fast by maybe 97, or even bishop g4 was okay. But yeah, bishop e6 or bishop g4 was okay. But here what happened? Black has played f3. So the idea is to attack on this side and even capture this with the queen and give check. That is also another idea. So that's why he played f3. But as I told you, the opening principles, that you're not supposed to move the same thing again and again in the first 10 moves unnecessarily. Here it is unnecessary. You could develop your other pieces, but black has not done that. So now let's see what happens. After f3, white first gave check, bishop b5 check, c6, and now knight cross f3. So see, the idea to move this is just to stop black from capturing it. Now he can attack. Now see, black cannot capture the bishop as there is first attack on the queen. You have to save the queen. Okay, and here now the queen is attacked, so queen has to move. Queen b4, okay, saving the queen and getting the queen somewhere where the queen can have some more squares to move. Okay, normally in the opening or in the beginning, when the opponent is attacking on your queen, you should move the queen somewhere where it can have more squares to move and where it cannot be attacked easily by the opponent's pawns or other, small or minor pieces. And that's the main thing. So many times you have seen that, the beginner, they make this mistake. They don't move the queen on better square. So then the opponent keeps on attacking, and then the opponent can develop the pieces faster. Sometimes the queen can be attacked again and again, and because you don't move it on right square, it can be trapped, it can be captured. So you have to be very sure where are you moving the queen. Normally in the opening, I'm saying normally in the opening because in the middle game or end game, the queen can have more squares to move. So there are less problems like this. But in the opening, you have to be careful. Okay. So here, white's turn, white played bishop cross a g5. What is the idea? You must have seen. Yeah, the idea is simple. Bishop is attacking here, and if black tries to capture something like this, there is a big threat. Queen d8 is a checkmate threat. So black cannot do anything on this. Black has to first save the checkmate. So what to do? Black said, yes, I will block this attack of the bishop. And now the queen can't come on this d8 square because there is no support. King can capture it. So now white said, okay, I'll attack this queen. So white is forcing him to capture. He says, okay, take it, take it. Why is he doing it? Let's see. So black said, okay, I'll take this. So queen cross b2. Now there is attack on the knight. Okay, white has to save this. How to save it? Can he save it, or is it okay if you give it? Here, white captured this one. Bishop cross e7. So what is he saying? Okay, if you take this, I will just move my bishop somewhere, or I don't need to do that. First, there is a checkmate threat. So first you have to save it. So can he capture this? The answer is no. If you capture, there is a checkmate threat. So the only thing you can do here, you have to take the bishop. You can't take the knight. Okay, so king cross e7. So what to do? Yes, another good move. Queen d6 check. So now there are problems. More problems are coming. The strong piece, the queen is coming closer to the black king. Black cannot do castling because already he has moved the king. So that's a big problem. Okay. So the only move here you can see is this king e8. And now white is thinking what to do. Okay. He is losing the knight and he's also losing the rook. So there are attacks on this and this. What to do? White said, yes, I'll save the rook, and he played rook d1. Now, can you capture this? Again, the answer is no, as now the rook is giving support to the queen, and the queen can come on d8, and it's a checkmate threat one more time. Before the bishop was giving support, now the rook is giving support. So you have to be careful. You can't do anything like this. Queen cross c3, mate in 1, queen d8. So he played bishop d7, stopping this. Okay, trying to block the attack. What to do? Yeah, he was losing this bishop as well. So he saved the bishop. Bishop c4. Now black can capture this. See, queen cross c3. That's the best move here. But he has not done that. Okay, he thought I'll give support to this f7. Actually, see f7, there is attack, but support is there, right, with this. But he is worried about maybe e6 is coming or knight g5 is coming. So he thought, okay, no, first let me give support to this. And it's a passive move. It's not a good move. So rook f8, instead of taking that knight, which can come afterwards, towards the attack, he played a rook f8, which is a passive move. Now, white said, yes, now my knight can come forward. So this knight he played on e4, knight e4. What is the idea? Simple idea. Knight f6 is coming, giving check. Then bishop has to take, pawn can take, and then there can be a checkmate threat. So the knight is suddenly a very dangerous piece, which you could capture one move before. But now it's too late. You can't do anything about it. So rook f8, see, you shouldn't play these kind of passive moves. You have to always try to play the best or the aggressive move. Okay. So somebody said, attack is the best defense. So you should always try to think about, giving threats to the opponent or counter attack. You should think about, okay, can I get any counter attack? Or if you are getting something, that piece can attack afterwards. So better you take that. Anyway, black played b6 here. And what to do? Yes, as per the plan, white played knight f6. Check. The only move is you have to take it. So bishop cross f6, e cross f6. There is attack with the queen on the pawn on f6, but the support is there. Okay, so you can't take that, right? Attack, support. You can't take that. What to do? There is a threat over here. Queen e7 threat. You can't even, give support to that square like this because there are attacks here. So then what else can you do? The only thing you can do is move the king, nothing else. If you do anything else, the checkmate can be done. So king d8. And now white is thinking, okay, how to do checkmate? Yeah, he has two attacks on this d7, one with the queen, second with the rook. But the thing is, even black has two supports. So this bishop is safe at least right now. So what to do? If there are two attack, two supports, and you want to get it, increase the attacks. So which is that piece? This one, knight e5. The idea is to take with the knight first. When you would take it, next move is a checkmate. If you don't do that, you have some other threats as well, like capturing this or this. So knight e5 is a very strong, good move. Yeah, he was getting something free as well. Like see here, queen cross f8. Most of you, must be thinking why he's not taking the queen. It's a very good move and all. Yeah, it is a good move. It's not bad at all. You're getting a rook, you're giving a check. What else? But then he's running away, and then the checkmate can be little longer. It will take more time to do checkmate. So he said, no, I'll not allow the king to run away. I'll first give him threat, and the rook is not moving anywhere. It's not going anywhere. So I can take it afterwards. And that's why knight e5 is a better move than queen cross f8. Yes, so after knight e5, now it is black's turn, and black has played queen cross c2. Okay, so what is the threat? Simple threat. He says, okay, if you take this with the knight, I'll take your, maybe this, or I'll take, maybe I'll run away. Yeah, you can even run away. So there are some options. Okay, let's see what happens. Because after capturing this here, white can just take the queen. Okay, so nothing else is happening on this side. So then what, but actually the problem is, he has very few options to do. So he did that, he took that, and instead of taking this d7, knight cross d7, he has played knight cross c6 check. See, knight cross c6. What is the threat? Threat is simple. He's saying, okay, if you take my knight with the knight, I'll take this with the queen, and it's a checkmate threat. You can't take it. And if you don't take, then you have to move the king. Okay. So it's a very good move. The bishop can't take, of course, because it's pinned. So let's see what to do. If you go this side, it's a checkmate in one. You can't even play king e8. The only move is this. He played this, king c8. Okay. So now what to do? There is a mate in two moves. And see, these pieces are already doing something. So white said, yes, I'll use the piece which is doing nothing right now. So he played this. Bishop a6, because the king was about to run away. So he controlled that. Plus he gave check, attack the c8 square. Now the only move is you have to take it. Can't move the king. The knight cross a6. And now there is a checkmate in one move. So queen cross d7, and it's a checkmate. See, when you have so many pieces attacking like this, it's very easy afterwards. And that's what has happened in this game. He has finished the game very easily. Opponent can't do anything. If you see his pieces, the two rooks, one of the rook is not moved at all. Second rook is just a passive rook doing nothing, giving support. And the queen, which is misplaced. Okay, queen can't do anything to defend the king. There was only one piece. The knight could defend something, but it's not enough to defend. And that's why this is a checkmate. So how to attack and how to defend, these two are very important things you should know. You should attack like white, and you should not defend like black. Black pieces are not, communicating with each other correctly, or not near the king. They are like somewhere where they shouldn't be, misplaced or not developed properly. And that's what you have to learn.